We're here.
Hey everyone, welcome to Straight Jacket Talk, where it's two guys, a girl, and a horror show. My name is Kevin, and I'm joined by a guy who sleeps with a clown doll in his room. It's Nathan.
I do no such thing. That thing is gonna choke me. So,
Oh, but there's one there. You just don't know about it.
I put Chewbacca over him every night.
I'm also joined by a girl who likes to watch the white noise on the TV. It's Jill.
I mean, sometimes there's no better options. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, as long as nobody talks to you through the TV, I think that's important.
That would be a problem.
Well, we watched Poltergeist from 1982. It was written by Steven Spielberg. It was directed by Tobe Hooper, so they say. This movie has a little controversy with the director, which I don't know.
It's fucked up.
I don't know where you land on it. Like, do you think Tobe Hooper directed this, or you think it was like Steven Spielberg?
Are we talking about this right now?
Sure, why not?
I got notes. Spielberg was already working in a contract on E.T., so he wasn't like allowed to direct another movie. So that's where Tobe Hooper comes in, and they had to compromise on the story. It was supposed to be a sequel or something to something else that was more sci-fi. And then Tobe Hooper came in with like the more horror side, wanted to do like ghost stuff. I think actually Steven Spielberg was very involved in this. He was on set like all the time. And here's my theory. I think that Tobe Hooper was polite and he didn't want to step on toes. And seeing as this is kind of Steven Spielberg's baby, maybe he just like kind of, was pretty passive for the most part. So maybe that's where all of this comes from. But I feel like Tobe Hooper did have a huge chunk to contribute to this movie. So I feel like it's both. I think it's a special situation.
Yeah. I mean, my opinion is if it's not true and Tobe Hooper was the main director all the way through, then we're taking credit away from Tobe Hooper for no reason. And if it is true, stop snitching.
Snitches get stitches. Yeah, I heard that famously Zelda Rubinstein, she said that she was there for 6 days, and all 6 days she was directed specifically by Steven Spielberg. So I think a lot of those claims kind of came out, and like that's what led to like people being more like, okay, wait a minute, this seems more like it was Steven Spielberg's. What you said, Joel, is true, and I didn't realize it. They were going to do a sequel or kind of a retelling or reimagining of what's the name of the movie? Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Oh, okay.
That's the movie that they wanted, and what happened, and you said like with Tobe Hooper, they went more horror with it. I think at the end of the day, right, it's a great movie, and they both contributed to it, so they can share the credit, right?
Yeah.
Poltergeist had a budget of $10.7 million. Do you know how much it made at the box office?
$100 million.
I'm going to guess $121 million.
Wow. You knew that.
Yeah, I did.
Fucker.
I didn't want to make Jill do that alone two videos in a row.
No, she was pretty close, though.
You were very close. You would have beaten me had I not already known.
Well, I just know it did like really well. I feel like that was a good summer to go to the movies.
Yeah, can you imagine with these two movies, with Poltergeist and E.T. in the theaters, right? That would have been pretty cool to see.
Mm-hmm.
E.T. is obviously the superior movie, I think.
Whoa. I'm just kidding.
I'm just kidding.
But it seems like a fun summer. You get a poster that just has E.T. with the circle and the line through it, and then Poltergeist underneath it,
I'm going to make shirts, too. The Letterboxd rating is a 3.5 out of 5, and currently sits at an 88% on the thermometer, which means it's certified fresh. But what did we think of this movie? Before we go any further, if you could please hit the like and subscribe buttons, and also hit the notification bell, because when we have a new video, you'll be the first to know. Isn't that right, Nathan?
Yes, it's a privilege.
Yeah, it's cool. I'm going to be honest with you both. I had never seen Poltergeist before. This is my first watch. I've seen so many times the famous clips throughout this movie of they're here, the skeletons coming up out of the dirty pool at the end. I mean, there's just so many scenes that I've seen over and over again. And
Right.
it was really cool to actually sit down and watch this movie for the first time. I was thinking, like, 1982, had there been any real, like, ghost movies before this? You know what I mean? Like, real paranormal movies?
There had to have been, right? Like, you're telling me all the 70s didn't have any paranormal ghost movies?
Amityville
it's a
Horror.
genre as old as time.
I was thinking, like, Amityville Horror came out in, what, 79?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that counts. That's a ghost story, right? I mean, The Shining.
True, The Shining.
Yeah,
You're
okay.
right.
Yeah.
But, like, I guess on this level is what I'm saying. They had, like, a paranormal crew in the house, and, you know, there's
Right.
ghosts and, like, crazy activity. I mean, there's a portal to hell or wherever. I mean, I don't know what it is.
Right.
Like, I don't know. I was thinking for, like, 1982, this must have been pretty spectacular to see, especially in the theater. Can you imagine seeing this for the first time? Just like,
Oh, that'd be cool.
whoa, yeah, it would be great.
A lot of crazy special effects, and it's all big. You know?
Yeah, right. This movie, I think, is made to go to the theater in, right? Like, because of the big, like, special effects and the soundscapes and everything that they were doing with this. It has the Spielberg touches for sure, I think, as far as, like, a popcorn movie, just with a horror twist, which is cool. And maybe that's, like Jill was saying, where we get a lot of the Tobe Hooper influence on this as well. This has a balance, right? Like, some of it's, like, pretty tame, but then there's other scenes that are like, whoa, like, that's really horror. Like, where did that come from?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
To me, it is kind of a blend of both directors, and I think that was really cool. I enjoyed my experience watching it. I think it was different than I thought, because I was thinking, like, it was going to be a slow kind of burn with the ghost stuff, but you know, it was.
But it's really not.
It's not. No, it was surprising in a good way. Like, I was expecting it to be a slow burn and to, like, build up, and we're almost kind of thrown right into it from the opening scene of just the white noise TV. And I love that aspect. Like, I'd been waiting to see these scenes, especially with the little girl, you know, in front of that TV. So they give it to me, like, right away. So I couldn't complain on that. Jill, how about you? Is this your first time seeing Poltergeist?
It's not my first time seeing it, but my first watch was a really long time ago. I was maybe in, like, middle school. Every October, you'd get this, like, TV guide, and it would tell you what channels different movies were on. Mm-hmm. And I remember one October, I took out my highlighter, I highlighted Poltergeist, and then I watched it when it came on TV. Historically, I am very afraid of ghosts, supernatural entities that haunt things. At the time, my experience with poltergeists in general was reading Harry Potter, like Peeves the Poltergeist, and playing the Harry Potter, like, PC video game where he pops in and just, like, he scared the living shit out of me, and he would just, like, be mischievous. I was already kind of familiar with that, and I knew I was going to be scared. And the scenes that really stuck with me all these years were the clown scene and, like, underneath the bed, just, like, the general haunting bits. And I feel like this movie is very much a blueprint for talking about kind of franchises that do this, like, sort of haunting thing. The Conjuring franchise, Insidious, very similar, like you said, bringing in that kind of ghost equipment. Those are more slow burn movies, I feel, where you get a lot into the characters and they don't really show you the entities, like, right away. So I feel like those are more slow burn, but those do really well in the movies as well. That's my experience. What about you, Nathan?
I saw this at some point as a child. It's kind of one of those movies that I've always seen it. You know, there's not a point I remember where I hadn't seen it. It's not, like, in my rotation or anything like that, so I haven't watched it a lot. But every time I do, I enjoy it quite a bit. I love that it's, like, over the top and cheesy, and how it feels like a theme park ride almost.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, it's very summer blockbuster horror movie. Even though it takes place all in one location, it feels like you've gone on like an adventure, like with the Goonies or something like that. I like Poltergeist a lot. You don't have to think too hard when watching it. You just watch it for the spectacle. The characters are very fun. Tangina is amazing.
Don't mind hanging back. You're jamming my frequencies.
And I'm sure we'll get into that eventually. She cracks me up. She's a ham, and I love that. The dog is great. One of the all-time horror movie dogs, I think.
Yeah.
So
thankfully, the dog didn't die either.
Thank you.
It's a good movie.
They got the dog out of harm's way. It was like, good. I love the dog, but I don't need to see it right now because I'll be worried for the dog.
Get in that cab.
Yeah.
Get on in there. Get out of here.
Yeah, good boy.
It's weird. Isn't it weird though that the dog gets in the cab with the kid?
And then he sits in the front.
There's nobody else in the cab. Where's the kid go with the dog?
Grandma's house.
Grandma's house. The dog is driving. It's fine.
I don't know. I just found it weird that like a little kid in the cab alone. It's
is
the 80s,
weird.
right?
Yeah, no one gives
The
a fuck.
80s is different, man. That kid could have gone on a plane alone. One of the stewardesses would be like, yeah, I'll take care of him. We'll get him to grandma's house. It's fine.
Oh my god.
I'm not kidding. That's
I
not
know.
a
Get
joke.
home alone, man.
I know. He could even had like a knife on him and they would have let him in.
Oh yeah. Well, he kind of did have knives. Those teeth were pretty knife-like.
Dang. Poor kid. Catching strays by Nathan.
I'm sorry. There's one scene where he's in silhouette talking to his mom and his teeth are just going like in profile.
He is a child. Okay. He's
Not
the only
anymore.
surviving child.
It's been over 40 years. He's like 50 years old now.
Nathan, he's got bigger problems than dentistry. He's got a tree that's coming through his window. He don't got time to get his teeth fixed.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I want to give both your thoughts on the effects. Like Nathan, you said it has a very kind of cheesy quality, which is a cool thing too, right? But like, were they playing it for a cheesy effect in 1982? Or do you think it's now because it's aged a little bit poorly in that sense, that it's coming off that way?
I do think it's aged a little bit. If you watch movies with composite shots from that era, they all kind of look like that scene in the bedroom where stuff is flying around. And I think they kind of bit off a little bit more than they could chew with that one. And it was kind of the best you were going to see that effect from that year. It didn't look good, but it's fun, And then there's other effects that look really good, like the tree and stuff like that. And, although I will say even some of the practical effects that could have looked good, I kind of wonder if they made them look bad to keep the PG rating.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a good point.
That face tearing off scene, it did not look good at all.
Damn, I thought it was fire, actually.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Damn, I was like, these are good practical effects. I was eating that shit up.
The thing about it is, even if they look fake, they're fun. They're really, really fun. Like that face tearing off scene entertains me every time, even though I can tell exactly how they did it.
It's so gross too.
Yeah.
I feel like it's really gross.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying too. Like the balance with this, sometimes it's tame at parts, but then like the dude, he sees his face like tearing off. Like think about that in the mirror. Like that's gnarly. Like, I don't know. Like, I know what you're saying, Nathan, especially like you can see like the face mask thing on like the prosthetic does not look good. But some of like the actual tearing away and like the skeleton, that doesn't look too bad. And I don't know, Jill, too, but like I was thinking like Evil Dead stuff here, like with that.
Yeah.
You know?
I do like trash, cheesy, campy trash. So that's on me. But question, because Ghostbusters came out 2 years after this,
84,
I believe.
Yeah.
How would you, I would need to like a side-by-side of the special effects. I wonder how different they are.
I think Ghostbusters looked better, but it's been a little while since I've seen it.
You know what, too? The tone of Ghostbusters is a little bit different, too. So they might be able to really lean into more of the campy stuff. Yeah, I remember, like, Ghostbusters, some of it being okay and some of it being, like, now it's aged a little bit, for sure. But...
I mean, Slimer definitely looks better than, like, the ghostly hands coming out of the TV that look like, you know, somebody drew that.
Yeah.
And then put it, you know, and overlaid it over the frame. Somebody animated that by hand. It looks great. I love it. I wouldn't change it for the world. But as far as realism goes, Slimer has got it way more than that.
That's a good question, though, like, because this was the predecessor to Ghostbusters, going ghosts on screen or like paranormal on screen. It almost maybe gave Ghostbusters ideas on how to do theirs too.
Then, like I said, there's other effects that look great. Like, I have no complaints about that tree and the tree eating the kid. That looks really good from a technical aspect as well as enjoyment, you know? So
you just want to see a kid get eaten. And you
must have punched that baby.
Yeah.
I was thinking the scene where the mother is getting dragged on the ceiling, right? They had to be using the rotating room, right? That Nightmare on Elm Street would use.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's the same rotating room that Nightmare on Elm Street used, honestly.
Yeah.
Like the exact same one. Did they build another one for this movie?
Because that's what I was thinking.
That's an impressive scene.
Yeah, I was like, that looked really good to me. Like, she really looks like she's being dragged, just like Tina does in Nightmare on Elm Street.
It's the same scene.
It's the same scene.
It's the same scene. Complete with, like, pulling up her shirt to show us her underwear. And it's the same fucking scene. Except she doesn't die.
You know what else has that exact same scene on purpose? Scary movie.
Oh.
That's how I know, like, all of the plot points, because I've seen Scary Movie 2 so many times. Like, I forgot that it was inspired partially by Poltergeist.
Yes. Nathan, do you remember too? Like, you, me, and Pete, our buddy, watched this in the theater, and it was like the clown scene, remember, where the clown, like, pulls Ray under, and then Ray's like, I gotta...
Yeah.
Ray's trying to get away from the clown.
My strong hand, I believe, right?
Yes.
That character was in there for that scene.
Yes, but like the clown specifically...
I haven't watched those movies since high school. I don't like them. Remember?
But that one's like the best one. Scary Movie 2 is the best one.
New Scary Movie coming this year.
Oh God.
Yeah.
You know what I enjoy in this movie too? They set up this like pretty like perfect neighborhood situation, right? Like, and I don't mean perfect because Steve is fighting with his neighbor here over the damn TV.
I apologize. My neighbor's on the same remote. Come on, Steve.
Move your sack.
I guess the remote sends a signal to their TVs. Overall, like the neighborhood itself, it's pretty cookie cutter, right? Steve is, I guess he's the guy selling this development, right, that he lives in.
That's his whole profession, yeah.
I do love that we're just kind of thrown in with this family. Like, there's no, like, huge expositions or anything like that. We're just seeing, like, a day in their life. Normal family, like, normal mom and dad stuff and with their kids. And then it's like, boom. Like, the switch flips, like, right away.
That canary dies and we're off to the races.
Oh, shit. Tweety, couldn't you have waited for school day?
Yeah, that's really like the starting gun, isn't it?
Pretty much. I've got a conspiracy theory about that canary. I know that Mouths of Madness is the show that does the conspiracy theory segment, but I'm bringing it to Straight Jacket this episode. Do you want it now? I can give it to you now.
Yeah, give it to us now. Yeah.
I looked it up. A canary's lifespan is about 10 to 15 years. Carol Ann tells the ghost that she is 5 years old, and I have to think that they bought that canary for Carol Ann. So that bird, poor thing, died much too young, well before its time. After they're done burying the bird, Carol Ann wants a goldfish.
I'm a goldfish now?
One of the funnier lines in the movie. He's like, oh, solemn, and then, can I get a goldfish? Cut to Carol Ann overfeeding the damn goldfish.
Honey, you're overfeeding them.
Tweety 2 and Tweety 3 want second.
Carol Ann is a serial animal abuser and murderer.
Oh my God.
After she's done murdering this poor bird,
No. Oh no.
its grave is tampered with by the pool owners. Now, Tangina says later in the movie that there is an evil presence in there.
A terrible presence is in there with her. So much rage, so much betrayal.
That evil presence wasn't there until Tweety died. That is angry Tweety that is trying to get at Carol Ann for revenge.
Wow.
Yeah, I buy it. I'm in.
Wow.
So, Tweety's the bad guy in
The
this
beast.
movie. Oh, it goes further, though.
Oh.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Before you go any further. So are you saying that Poltergeist almost shares a same world of Hereditary?
That's where I'm going with this.
Whoa!
Because, Tweety is the ultimate bad guy of this movie, trying to steal Carol Ann. But Carol Ann gets away. Tweety is angry for the rest of time because he didn't get to get his revenge. Now he's getting more and more evil. Cut to Hereditary. Because as we know from
God.
Bear Claw and Novum, Payman is in fact a bird.
I'd really like to take some time to go into why Payman is a bird. First off, this all came from the Lesser Keys of Solomon, and many of the demons entities in there were, in fact, birds.
So,
Oh my God.
Hereditary is actually Poltergeist 4.
You lost me.
Wow.
But
Wow. Oh my God. I got goosebumps.
you were onto something in the beginning. But take that hat off, boy.
Goosebumps. Oh my God. Hereditary. Poltergeist 4. What? Oh
No.
my God.
No.
Yeah.
No, put the fucking Kool-Aid down.
Payman is Tweety.
So Carol Ann started all these events that would lead down the line to Hereditary. Oh my
Yes,
goodness.
that little girl getting her head lopped off by the sign and the piano wire, all because of all because of Carol Ann, all caused by a little blonde girl
Oh my
from
God.
1982.
I used to have a pet bird named Tweety Bird.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
Yep.
Oh my God. So you're part of the lore too.
I'm scared.
you're scared. The bird's coming after you next.
Yeah.
So we get into now I can't even think straight because Nathan blew my mind.
I'm sorry.
So let me ask you a question, right? Because right away we have the scene of Steve. I think he's been maybe drinking or just fell asleep in front of the TV, and the white noise comes on. Which does that happen in newer? Does that happen in newer TVs anymore?
No, the white noise is a thing of the
antenna.
past.
Right.
Yeah. And also, TV channels don't sign off anymore. They just do like reruns of shit and infomercials.
No, my brother, you've got to get your own.
Let me borrow it.
No, my brother. You've got to buy your own.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Here's my question though, with the white noise, right? The white noise is a conduit to let the dead speak. Is that the idea?
I believe that's the idea. Yeah.
A different frequency.
The absence of a signal on a channel that is not receiving a broadcast means that it is free to receive a lot of noise from all sorts of things.
Yeah, right. Speaking through different frequencies. So we're led to believe that these spirits were here the whole time, and just now that they're like reaching out.
They have a conduit.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
they're only reaching out to Carol Ann because she's the youngest, so she has the most life left in her or something like that.
I think like typically in like supernatural kind of lore, kind of like in Stranger Things, like the
Right.
younger their person is, the more susceptible they are or the more open-minded they are to things that are beyond, I guess.
Yeah, because she's having a
Yeah.
pretty full-on conversation with the TV.
5. Yes. Yes. I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah.
She's so cute. She's a cute kid.
She is like impossibly cute. Like she shouldn't exist level of cute kid.
Well, she doesn't anymore.
It's a good juxtaposition. It's a good juxtaposition of like a really cute kid and like scary stuff going on, right? It almost makes the little kid creepy in a way.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Like the line, like they're here, like as a matter of fact sort of deal. Like this isn't
Right.
Yeah.
insane.
She
what's going on.
welcomes them almost. She sounds happy when she says it.
They're here.
But it's
Yeah.
so creep. There's a reason I put that in the Mouths of Madness theme song.
I
It's
love it.
creepy and weird.
Just like
you know?
us, we're here.
Right.
Like her innocence and the way she says things. It's so like cute and innocent, sorry, but like there's also that kind of eerie like vibe going on too that makes it creepy.
I think this
Yeah.
whole movie kind of has that eerie vibe, and I don't know if it's what ended up happening. You know, the actress who played Carol Ann died very young.
Yeah.
Her
Like
sister,
12 or 13.
yeah, 12, I think she was, yeah.
Yeah.
And then her sister in this movie also died right after this movie too, was
Yeah.
strangled by her boyfriend. I don't know, it has an eerie feel to this movie overall, and I don't know if that's part of why it is.
It's another one of those cursed movies, they call them, you know.
Yeah.
The Exorcist, The Crow.
Yeah, it has some of that same feeling. The kid's room, I guess, is like a portal to the next dimension or something like that, or to the ghost world. What's going on? Because this was a little confusing to me.
I don't think any of that's really explained, nor does it need to be explained particularly. Like, the whole movie just kind of happens all of a sudden.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
Well, it goes 0 to 60, it seems like, out of nowhere.
Yeah, when Tweety comes to take his revenge through the tree.
Yeah, I don't know. It just seemed like it was like craziness. And then there's a tornado, too. Like,
Yeah.
what's going on here?
Yeah,
Hell
the
no.
tornado.
Was that a real tornado? Like, that happened? Or that was a paranormal thing that happened?
That was a paranormal tornado. The rest of the neighborhood is fine.
Okay.
No roofs were taken off. The only tree that went down is the one that got sucked into the tornado. Who knows where that landed, by the way?
Oh, I know where it landed. Wherever
you do?
Hereditary is set.
Exactly.
Oh.
There it is.
Tweety's spirit.
Tweety's revenge.
Tweety's spirit.
This almost seems like a something that Evil Dead was influenced by too, with the tree moving. Because
yeah.
this is pretty terrifying, right? Where it comes in.
Oh, yeah.
There's some foreshadowing here because the kid earlier says he's afraid of the tree, right? He's like, "Oh, this is a creepy, creepy fucking tree."
I don't like the tree, Dad.
It's an old tree. It's been around here a long time.
I didn't like the tree either, to be honest with you. It had an ugly face on it.
Yeah.
Which was like, ugh,
So
creeped me out too.
you know, and it's funny because looking back on it now, you can put together when Tangina's like, "Hey, it knows your deepest fears."
Now clear your minds. It knows what scares you. It has from the very beginning. Don't give it any help. It knows too much already.
So it's like preying on those already. So it makes sense that this tree is coming to life for the kid. And he's like eating them almost, right?
Right. Yeah. No,
like
the
the
tree
clown.
does. What? Yeah. The clown is scary too.
The clown
And
too,
the tree
right?
does eat the kid basically. He takes a chomp on that leg. It's amazing that the kid kept his legs.
Joe, why is the kid got the clown in the room? Explain this to me.
I feel like the clown belongs to the little girl because she's kind of creepy and I feel like she likes it. Right? Like in the movie, I feel like there's actual video evidence of her like, I don't know, she looks happy with the clown or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
but he's obviously scared of the clown. So it comes after him because it knows.
Why would you two have it like sat right in front of you?
Dude, I'm telling you, parents do that stuff too. Because like I'm telling my parents with the porcelain dolls.
Oh yeah.
I don't want that. Yeah.
I don't know anything about your parents and the porcelain dolls.
Did I not tell you this story before? Okay,
You
growing
might have
up,
told Kevin at some point.
I thought this was in an episode, but
Oh,
I could be wrong. When I was growing up, my mom got me so many porcelain dolls. She would keep them in the boxes, right? And she would like the perimeter of my bedroom was just covered in porcelain dolls all staring at me when I slept. And I hated it.
Oh no.
And she wouldn't let me get rid of them. So eventually I put them in a box and put them in the attic. But in my bedroom in the closet, that's where like the entrance to the attic was. So I was
Oh my
still
God.
freaked out.
They could like walk
'cause
down.
They could come,
oh.
yeah.
Dude, they knew that I put them there. So they're like
Right.
mad, dude.
That's
And then the
terrifying.
poltergeist could come through and then suck you into the where was it, like purgatory that they were in or something like that.
Same place as Terrifier 3, probably.
Oh, maybe this ties into Terrifier 3 too.
Somehow,
We're
I don't
going
know.
everywhere.
Yeah.
My God. What did you guys think of the I guess these are the paranormal investigators, right? At the time. We got Marty, Ryan, right? And Dr. Lesh. What are your thoughts on them? Did you like them? They seemed a little out of place. Is that just because they're like, I don't know, you find at that time who you could to like be into ghost hunting?
Right.
I guess your options are limited. I kind of like that they were just like this mismatch of whatever. The guy eating the Cheetos, do you know his name?
Cheetos?
Yeah, he had a bag of like a really vintage bag of Cheetos. And I only know it was Cheetos because I read it. And I was like, that does not look like a Cheetos bag.
Cheetos from the
Is
80s.
it the white guy or the black guy?
I can't remember which one it was. Because
It's
then
the
I
black
think
guy,
it's
right?
the white guy.
Oh,
Is it? Because then he goes to the kitchen.
Oh, okay.
That
Yeah.
Okay, The white guy is Marty.
Okay.
He's the
Well,
one who
of
also
them.
tears his face off. So
Yes. I like them. They added like I feel like they're supposed to feel a little bit out of place because they're just like you know, these random people who ended up in their home and they're like eating and sleeping there, but they have to stay there because they're helping with the investigation. I really like that part of the movie too, when he's hungry and he goes into the kitchen. It's like you're in someone else's house and you're like poking through their fridge, like eating their steak, their chicken.
At home.
Yeah. So I thought he kind of deserves the scare that he got for being so rude. But yeah, I like them.
Yeah, I like them too. It's funny. I don't think ghost hunting shows really existed back then. There weren't enough channels to accommodate such a thing. Yeah. So they were kind of like the predecessor to modern ghost hunting, you know, grifter types. But they were fun. They were really passionate about, you know, what they were doing. And that's what brought them together, despite them being like very different people. Like, yeah, somebody Ryan or Marty's age isn't going to hang out with like Dr. Lesh all the time. But they have this mutual love for the paranormal. And just, you know, Dr. Lesh talks about how like, oh, this doesn't pay.
I am a professional psychologist who spent most of my time engaged in this ghostly hobby. Which makes me, I suppose, the most irresponsible woman of my age that I know.
This is what I enjoy doing. I like that stuff. Ryan telling Coach there. What's his actual name?
Craig T. Nelson, Coach.
Coach, yeah.
He's just Coach. Yeah. Jill, have you ever watched Coach?
Nope.
Rating ourselves again.
Yeah. Coach is one of those shows that everybody has seen, but nobody really remembers anything about it because, like, you watched it like when you were homesick from school because it was on daytime reruns of sitcoms. But anyway, Ryan telling Steven about the time he filmed a Matchbox car traveling 7 feet and then saying the phenomenon lasted 7 hours. What do you mean? Took 7 hours for it to travel 7 feet. It cracked me up because he opens the door.
A very small Matchbox vehicle just rolled 7 feet across a linoleum surface. The duration of the event was 7 hours.
7 hours for what?
For the vehicle to complete the distance. But I have it recorded on time-lapse camera. It's fantastic.
To the crazy.
It's such a good transition.
Yeah.
It's like,
shit's flying.
This is like everything they ever wanted, but now that they have it, they're like not sure if they want it anymore. They're like really scared, and they're still trying to go through like somehow this could still be a hoax. I don't know, but it's like you saw what you saw, brother. You know.
Right. Dr. Lesh's hand is trembling too. Like, oh my God.
Yeah.
You know, they never seen anything like this. I like that though. It's like it hits them too, like hard. Cause it would have been like, it would have not hit right if they were like, okay, like we could do this shit. And, you know, cause then eventually they have to bring, Why can't I never remember her name? Fuck.
Tangina.
Yeah.
They have to bring Tangina in, and she's really the one who's like, I got this shit.
She is by far the best character in the movie. I love her so much.
Oh.
She is hilarious.
She's good, like, comic relief. Let's also give Diane as a character. She's amazing because, we talk about the ghost experts' reaction to all the stuff going down, and even they're afraid, and this is like their thing. Right. When she first finds out about the TV people, and when she sees the chair, she gets like so whimsically excited, and she's like mapping it and stuff. And she's like, and she does everything for her children. Like, she's like never afraid, like, actually. So she gets a badge.
Yeah, she's badass in this, like, for sure.
Oh,
like,
yeah. She's badass.
Yeah, exactly. I really like that their roles, like Steven and Diane, are very just, they're like on equal footing, because especially like in the 80s and like older movies, you know, obviously the guy is always like considered like the head guy, you know, the chief, and the woman is like, oh, we need you to save the day.
Sexism in older movies,
right. But like, this isn't that. They're like very much on equal footing. I like that they both recognize pretty early it's fucked up. Like, this stuff should not be happening. Like, because in most movies, and Jill, you touched on this too, especially some of the newer movies like The Conjuring and the Paranormal Activity movies and stuff. There's like a build up, right? And we have like a long period of time where us as the viewer are seeing little things happen, right? Most of the characters in those movies are like, no, this isn't ghosts. Like, this is bullshit. And then eventually, right, then they start figuring it out. But this is like, no. Stuff is messed up. They go to their neighbor's house. They're like, hey, something going on.
It helps that the signs weren't subtle from the beginning, though.
That's true.
Like, you sit down in a circle and all of a sudden you get pulled to the other side of the room. The sign wasn't a Matchbox car traveling 7 feet in 7 hours where you could be like, yeah, maybe the floor just dips a little there. I don't know. You know,
that's what I thought he was going to say. But then he was like, nope. This is messed up, which I like. Why didn't they leave?
I would have left, probably.
You would have left. Nathan, who would like open up the Book of the Dead, would leave.
I'm a skeptic. I don't believe in ghosts. But then you show me that, and I'm like, I don't have any explanation unless you hired a magician to trick me. You know, like, which I think you probably didn't do.
Joe, would you leave?
Who am I, though? Am I the people who live in the house, or am I the ghost detective people?
The people who live in the house.
Yeah, people who live in the house.
Well, first of all, if that's my child who's like been taken, I probably would want to save them if there's a chance of that. But full disclaimer, I am a giant puss, so I would probably leave if it wasn't my child, especially. So what about you, Kevin?
Yeah, I mean, I think you hit it on the head, because the plot of the little girl being I guess sucked into the other realm here is the reason why they're tied to this house at the end of the day. So yeah, I agree with you. But like before then, if stuff is going, I'm like, everyone in the car, we're going like out of here right away. Even the paranormal investigators, though, like as a paranormal,
that's their job.
Yeah. But think about like Ghost Hunters or Ghost Adventures or whoever you follow now on TV. If they go into a place like this and shit's going crazy in a room, they're not staying in there. They're out of there, right?
Yeah. I mean, but those people are grifters, so it's a different story. Exactly. Yeah. Like, if you dedicate your entire life to hunting Bigfoot, and then the moment he shows up, you fuck off. What did you do? Why are you dedicating your life to that? You know?
Jurassic Park.
Yeah. Very good point.
They do be fucking off.
Jill, like you said, Diane is really strong. She's really holding her family together. I actually thought Coach Craig T. Nelson here, he just looked like he hadn't slept in forever. And I mean, he was
his boss walks in the door and just goes, oh, geez, Steven, you look like shit.
Steve, you look like shit. Aren't you feeling any better?
It's funny you bring up the boss. In my head, when I'm watching this, I'm like, okay, well, why is this going on? Like, it seems to be like their house, especially. And then he kind of explains to Steven, right, that they, I guess, built this development on a cemetery, right?
We've already made arrangements for relocating the cemetery. Besides, we've done it before.
But they didn't. They just moved the headstones.
You didn't move the bodies.
Son of a bitch, you moved the cemetery, but you left the bodies, didn't you? You son of a bitch, you left the bodies and you only moved the headstones.
You moved the headstones, but you left the bodies. One of the best movie freakouts you'll ever see, I think.
It was deserved. I would have strangled the guy.
I could have done with a death in this movie, and he probably should have been the one.
Yeah.
Would have been good. Or the shitty neighbors. I wouldn't have
the
mind.
neighbors were just kind of regular shitty, though. The developer, he's the real asshole.
He's a greedy asshole. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Well, that's why I thought he was like coming in at the end here to die. I thought that was going to be his
disappointed.
Point.
Right.
Take off half a star.
That could be a negative for this movie for sure, that there is really no deaths that we see. There is horror, there is terror for sure, but...
Gotta have a death in a horror movie.
Yeah. I'll be honest with you. This ending goes insane, right? We get the false ending first of them going through the realm, right? Or wherever this is, to pull Carol Ann back. We're like, oh my God, like she's back. They did it. Everything's okay. And it's like, nope, it's not. What do you think happened here? Because Zelda Rubinstein says the house is clean.
This house is clean.
What's going on?
The house ain't clean. I don't know.
That one spirit is super mad, I guess.
Tweety.
Yeah.
Tweety is so mad. He came back again. Yeah. He said, nope, taking the kids again.
This
Goodbye.
time I'm getting both of them.
Both of them. BOGO.
Yeah, because at the end, it's just like complete chaos. And they're going after the mom too at this point. Diane's like we said, I thought she was gonna get like at first I'm like, wait a minute, this is a little sexual, especially for a PG movie here.
Well, if you watch Scary Movie 2,
yes.
Oh yeah.
That's true.
It's
Holy
actually
shit.
Real assault. But yeah, there's hints of assault, and you think for a second it might go there.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
And then you remember it's rated PG. Although this is a hard PG. This is from before PG-13 existed, so.
Yeah. Because they tease us, too, with her, like, in the bath and getting unchanged. I'm like, uh-oh, like, this is never a good sign here. Like, we're not going home here. This is not the ending.
Yeah, as soon as a character, like, makes him or herself vulnerable in that way on camera, you're like, they're gonna do something to make this vulnerability be a problem.
Yeah.
And then a big scary ass Muppet shows up at the door.
Yeah, what are your thoughts on this? This looked a little weird.
I fucking love that Muppet. That Muppet scared the shit out of me as a kid.
Yeah.
And as an adult, I just find him funny as hell.
Yep.
And I wouldn't change it for the world. I love that Muppet. So.
That's how I felt watching this. Like, I remember when I first watched this, being a child, I was really afraid of it. And I was actually afraid to watch it this time around. And then I put it on and I was like, the hell? Like, this isn't scary. Like, what was I freaking out over, you know?
But you remember it from your childhood.
Yeah.
There's something about this movie that as a child can really get to you. It doesn't work as an adult necessarily to actually scare you. And that Muppet is the big thing. That two-legged... scared that monster that's like half the size of the door.
You know what's crazy? They had like that effect that to me doesn't look so well now. But then they used real skeletons for when they're coming out of the mud in the pool.
Did they?
That is not confirmed.
Oh.
And also, I don't believe it.
Oh, okay.
The only person who ever said anything about real skeletons in that pool water is the lead actress there who plays Diane. I don't remember the actress's name. She said that Steven Spielberg wanted to use real skeletons to save money because they are less expensive than plastic skeletons.
Man, go
and
figure.
I don't believe there is a world where plastic skeletons are more expensive than real skeletons. I'm sorry.
They're free if you dig them up.
Yeah.
Literally, like where I live, this guy just got arrested because he was stealing all these bones from the cemetery.
Oh, Jesus. So, yeah, well, anything's legal if you steal it. So, or everything's free if you steal it.
Dang. Nathan's got an outlaw attitude.
It's Jo Beth Williams who plays Diane.
She was fun.
I liked
her.
Her
character's awesome, and her performance is just over the top enough to be fun, but not so over the top that she loses you.
Yeah, I was going to say that same exact thing. Like, she's screaming and terrified throughout these, like, final, I don't know what it is, like 5 or 6 minutes of screen time, but she's not, like, way over the top where it's like, fuck, I can't listen to her anymore, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it gets you, like, it builds up the terror perfectly, and it, like, makes you feel empathetic for what's going on at the same time. I thought that was really good, you know? And I do love at the end as well, like, they finally are like, hey, let's get the fuck out of town. Like, and it just, what's happening to now? It's like everything is going on, right? The hydrant and everything. And, but why is it just their home that this has happened to? Is that where like the portal is, or
joke answer? It's because Tweety. Real answer. It's because they dug further. They dug that pool.
Oh,
disturbed it.
Yeah.
Oh.
And that further disturbed the graves.
Oh.
And Tweety.
Yeah. But now it seems like when they're driving away, it's affecting the whole neighborhood, right?
Then now they have risen.
Yeah.
Rise up, skeletons.
Yeah.
Set your spirit free.
I do love how they're just like, fuck this, we're out of here. And then they go to the
As they
hotel.
should.
And then he wheels the TV out of the hotel room.
In the rain.
Yeah.
Yep. Cracks me up every time. Know it's coming. Still laugh at it.
Yeah, how could you even watch TV again? I would be reading books from now on.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. I love that Holiday Inn sign at the end.
Yeah.
Is that what they used to look like?
This movie was made before Kevin and I were born.
I was going to say,
Oh, sorry.
I was born in 85. This movie came out in 82.
We're old, but we're not this old. But they might have still
Exactly.
looked like that when we were kids, too. I don't really
Wouldn't
It's
remember.
hot. It's a hot sign.
Yeah.
I love it.
I love the retro signs. I love the whole look of like the aesthetic too of the 80s, and it feels very I guess like home because that's where we grew up in that time. So
Yeah.
Aww.
Bring back the Farrah Fawcett hair. Bring that back in style again. And then put it on Diane. And
there you go.
Does it for you?
Diane does it for me. Yeah, quite a bit, actually.
I get it.
She's got that mom hotness.
Oh, that MILF.
The milk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which at this point at my age, that's just regular hotness, I suppose. So,
Yeah.
you know.
We're up
I
to
guess.
Gilf now.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, no.
In order to get older than me, you have to go a step further.
Oh my goodness. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
The daughter being sexually harassed by the pool diggers
Yes.
was weird.
Oh, yeah. You're
It's
right.
like very out of time.
But she got him,
She did.
I guess.
She did.
But yeah.
All she did was flip them off at the end of the day. Her mom was watching it all go down. If that had been me, those men would have been off my property immediately. Like, that girl is 16 years old.
Right. I was thinking the same thing. Like, what the fuck?
I felt like it was weird too. I wonder if at that time that was kind of like not more accepted, but it's like way less accepted nowadays.
Yeah.
And it was supposed to be like a funny point in the movie because she's like, oh, that's my daughter. Get him. But yeah, it does feel weird watching this in 2026.
Yeah. And a lot of that stuff was way more normalized back then. If you look at some media, I mean, who starred in Blue Lagoon? Who was that chick?
Brooke Shields.
They used to write articles about how hot Brooke Shields was and put them in major publications when she was like 13 years old.
Yeah.
And nobody thought much of it, which is just, I don't know. I can't imagine that like that has become so denormalized, but the 80s doesn't feel like it's that long ago. Like when you hear about it, like in ancient Roman times, it's different than like, oh, I'm seeing some weird shit in a movie sexualizing this teenager. I don't, it makes me very uncomfortable.
Yeah, that was some weird scenes. Yeah. I
didn't like it.
Anything else?
Don't you hate it when you're done fighting ghosts, you get a nice, long, hot, steaming bath.
Yeah.
You put on your robe, you blow dry your hair, you get dressed, you're about to chill, and then you have to literally like go like climb in the mud in the rain.
Yeah.
And just get filthy again. That made me upset.
That she had, after she showered and got herself all nice. Yeah. She pampered herself to get clean. And
I'm so mad.
Reversed all her work.
Yeah. It's like you put on your favorite shirt for the day and you go to brush your teeth and you get toothpaste on it and you have to go change your damn shirt.
Dang. It happens to me all the time at night. My PJs always have like a little stain on them.
Right.
It's time for Quote or Kill. We're going to give you our favorite quote in the movie or our favorite kill in the movie or both. Jill, why don't you start us off?
Oh, God. This is going to be so boring. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Favorite quote is obviously "They're here."
They're here.
Because I think it's iconic and I think it's really creepy. I'll just talk about a scene I really liked, especially the practical effects or the effects they used to create it. That scene when she's like running down the hallway to the kids.
Oh, yeah.
It's like extended or elongated. I thought that was really cool.
I wonder how they did that shot too.
I know how they did it.
Oh,
you do.
So
it's not just a zoom, right? It's not just a dolly zoom.
And they would go one way. And, she would run and they would pull it back.
Okay, so it's just an extreme dolly zoom then. Okay. I thought they might have built a room. Like I know they were dolly zooming.
Long. Yeah.
But I didn't realize you could dolly zoom that extremely.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, I liked it. What about you, Nathan?
My favorite kill is Tweety.
Oh my God.
Because that bird comes back and then it's the whole reason that the movie happens at all.
Oh, man.
My favorite quote is Diane wants to go into the other world to take her daughter and bring her back. Tangina is saying, no, I have to go do it.
Let me go. You've never done this before. Neither have you. You're right. You go.
You're right. You go. Something about that cracked me up. I also like when she says, this house is clean. Like she's on she's on TV and she's hamming it up. She's just so proud of herself. Tangina is the best character in the movie. She is hilarious. I love her. Even though she's only in like 20 minutes. How about you, Kevin?
It's funny because Tangina is in one of my favorite horror movies of all time, and Behind the Mask, The Rise of Leslie Vernon. She has a small cameo role. I believe it was her last movie role ever. So it was cool to see her in the role that made her famous.
The one that's the reason she was in Behind the Mask. It was basically a reference,
Yeah, right.
to Poltergeist.
Right.
Yeah.
Very meta movie that's using her and putting her out in the spotlight a little bit more, because you're right. She was such a great character in this. It's not part of my quote or kill, but like I love the scene too where Steven was trying to communicate with her. Because he thinks she's full of shit, right? And he just like pauses for a minute.
Why is this door locked, Mr. Freeling? I am addressing the living.
I was trying to answer her with my mind, and she couldn't hear me. No, I thought you said this Tangina Barons was an extraordinary clairvoyant.
I just don't like trick answers.
I am addressing the living.
Oh man, their banter was really good. I wish we could have actually got more. I know it's like a serious thing, but like just them, a little back and forth, I think was perfect. My quote, I'm with Jill here. They're here. I just think it's iconic. Mm-hmm. I love it in the Miles of Madness song. It just sounds so cool and creepy. And I have one more quote, and it's when Tangina. I cannot get this name right for the life of me.
It's like Tangina.
Tangina. It's China. China.
Oh. Just gave me PTSD.
She's giving a long speech to Diane, right? Because they're going to go to battle here to get Carol Ann back. She's like getting serious, and she's like, this is kind of the bad thing here. And she goes on, but she says at the end,
To her, it simply is another child. To us, it is the beast.
to us, it is the beast. And I thought that was like really dark and ominous. Like,
Yeah.
this is the beast.
And the reason to her it's just another child is because Tweety is a very small bird. So he grew up to about the size of a 5-year-old, and that was as far as he could go.
Dang. I love this theory. Ugh. God, man, you blew my mind here. Nathan, coming in hot. Well, we're on to our letterbox rating. We're going to rate this movie from 1 to 5 stars. 5 is Diane, and she is badass. And 1 is Steve's boss, the developer.
Yeah.
He's an asshole.
He's a pussy.
Right. Nathan, start us off.
I'm going to give this movie 4 stars. I love how over the top it is. It's a lot of fun. It's definitely the summer blockbuster horror of the 80s. It's a hell of a lot of fun with really awesome characters, great special effects, and some not so great special effects that I still enjoy. Yeah, I'm going to give it a 4 stars. There's not much that you have to think about during this movie. But that's just fine, you know?
I'm going to give this one 3.5 stars. I really liked it. It was a great first watch. This might go up a little bit too if I watch it again. I think for me overall, some of the effects don't hold up, obviously. I do think like not having an actual kill in this movie does hurt it. I think they were probably a little handcuffed with the PG rating because like I do think there was opportunities to really increase and have some deaths here and have some more stakes. But I think it's a fun time. Like it has some terrifying scenes. It has some memorable scenes. It has some great characters. And I think it is one that like I would really recommend if you haven't seen to go out of your way and see, because this one might hit you right for sure. Might have to be part of your rotation. Jill, how about you?
Well, I don't want to parrot you and face the wrath of Tweety. So get it, parrot. He's a bird.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, got it.
Also going to be 3.5 stars for me, and kind of the same reasons you said, and also it might go up if I rewatch it anytime in the nearest future. But yeah, I feel like it could go more in the horror direction. Maybe if Tobe Hooper had more of a say in like the direction of the story and whatnot, maybe it would have more of a horror vibe. And just some of the effects, they don't really hold up today and they look a little hokey. And I don't know if it really fits like the complete tone of the movie, because I feel like the tone of the movie at times is like funny, but other times it's really serious. So I'm not really sure what to make of that yet. So for now, 3.5 stars, but that might change at some point.
Yeah, pretty solid all across for us. Seems like a pretty strong recommend.
Yeah, I actually wasn't expecting to be the highest score on this one.
Has that ever happened?
I don't know. Yeah, Eraserhead. All the movie, all the crazy out there movies that I like, I end up the highest score on. Teton, you know.
Nathan, I'm glad you bring some of those to us too, because you help you help brighten, especially me, not Jill. Jill watches some of their stuff. You brighten my horizons.
Right.
All of our horizons.
Before we end the episode, we want to let you know we're celebrating our 2-year anniversary for this episode, Poltergeist. 2 years, right?
Woohoo!
Yeah, it's been a real fun time. We want to thank everybody for watching and, subscribing and supporting us. It's been a cool journey over the past 2 years. I feel like when me and Nathan started, it was such a blip of time before Jill came and made it into
ruined
what
everything.
It is. No. You made it into what it is now. Like I can't even think about it without you. So it's been a cool 2 years. I want to say thank you to both of you, because it is a lot of, I think, commitment and fun what we do, right? And I'm looking
Thanks
forward.
for leading us.
I don't really do anything. I'm like the carnival barker up here.
That's a very important job, that carnival barker. I don't know what to do without him barking at me, you know.
I'm looking forward to the slate of movies we have planned this year. I think it will be exciting. I'm always excited to see what Nathan throws at us for movies, and Jill too. I think it's cool because we all kind of blend our personal tastes together, and I think it creates a cool show where we don't just give you like the same old couple horror movies every time. We thank you all for being here for 2 years, and we're gonna let you know what we've been up to lately. I haven't watched much. I actually took a break around Christmas because I really I really went hard with like different Christmas horror movies and things like that. I did end up watching Baby Girl. Yeah, we had recorded Eyes Wide Shut. Jill recommended it as a double feature, and I think it actually is kind of a cool double feature. You know, there's some similar things there for sure. I didn't overly love Baby Girl, but you know what? I will say I respect Nicole Kidman for taking that role on, because it is a very, I would say, different role. She really did well in that. I thought she acted really well. I thought it was kind of similar to the movie Unfaithful. A little bit with Diane Lane. It was telling some similar stories, and in that movie she is cheating on Richard Gere. In this movie, you know, no spoilers, she's cheating on Antonio Banderas. Like, who does this? I would never cheat on them.
We know.
Yeah, they're like dreamboats to me. But yeah, I thought it was pretty good. It's worth a watch. I think I gave it 2.5 stars on Letterboxd, maybe 3.
Oh, damn.
Weird. I thought you gave it 3.5.
I gave it 3.5?
3 stars. You gave Baby Girl 3 stars.
Wow. Get it together.
Yeah.
I'm appalled.
I gave Baby Girl 3 stars. I definitely recommend it if you haven't seen it, if you're interested in it, because it is a very like niche movie for sure. But I think Nicole Kidman is really good in it. Obviously, Eyes Wide Shut's one of my favorite movies, so I think she's awesome. Jill, how about you? What have you been up to?
So I watched a couple of things for my other podcast, It's Lace Podcast. I have a show. It's a Patreon exclusive show called Stream Screams. And last year we were supposed to do a whole series on Masters of Horror and have guests on. And we only did 2 of those episodes. One was with Nathan.
I'm on one of them.
Yes, you are. And yeah, we only did 2 episodes.
Wow.
I don't know. I got a divorce, so that's my excuse. So we're back on our.
Are you doing it again?
Shit. Yeah. So we already recorded 2 episodes for it, so we're good for the next 2 months. We're already on par with last year, so we gotta keep it going this year.
Can I ask you?
Yeah.
Is I don't know if this is true. Is cigarette burns one of those? Have you done it already?
Yep. Not yet. You want to come on?
I want to come on.
Okay. I'll remember that. We just watched, I think it was episode 3, Dance of the Dead, which was directed by Tobe Hooper. So this was a nice coincidence for me.
There you go.
Very different Tobe Hooper than what we watched tonight.
Yeah.
Right.
So Dance of the Dead is based off a Richard Matheson story. He's the guy who wrote I Am Legend. So it's like supposed to be like a post-apocalyptic society where there was like a nuclear fallout and all the people who are left are like obsessed with drugs. There's like zombies, basically. It was like some kind of biological weapon and to use on soldiers to bring them back to life so they could fight a bit more. So they're using these on people in a club, like corpses, to dance for like the people who are still alive. So that's what that one's about. I thought it was pretty good. I recommend it.
Oh,
it's an interesting concept.
It is.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like that before. So it was cool. The other thing we watched was I think it's my favorite episode of Masters of Horror. It's something I watched when I was a teenager. It's Dario Argento's Jennifer, and it's this like mutant girl who has sex with men and then like kills them and eats them. It's very like predecessor to Jennifer's Body. I feel like it definitely inspired it. Maybe the name. It's great.
It came before Jennifer's Body.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
By a huge margin, right?
Yeah.
The Masters of Horror came out when? In the 90s?
2005 or 2006.
Oh, okay.
I think it was 2005, and Jennifer's Body.
I thought it was older than that.
It does look older, but Jennifer's Body came out in 2009. So I feel like it had to be a little bit. I'm going to put on my tinfoil hat now, just like you did. I'm going to say it's inspired, but I love that episode. It's very graphic. They actually had to do a cut for America. Dario Argento, like he wanted to do. They had to cut out some nudity and like penis eating, unfortunately. So yeah, watch those. Also for It's Lace podcast, it was my pick last week, and I chose George Romero's 1968 Night of the Living Dead, which I only saw for the first time last year, but this was like my fourth or fifth time rewatching it since.
Wow.
Because I'm like obsessed
You
with
love it. Yeah.
For good reason. It's really good. I could gush over it all night, but I think if you're a horror fan, don't be scared of it because it's old and it's black and white. It really is the blueprint for every single like zombie movie there ever is, and it's perfect. There's like, I don't think there's like anything wrong with it. It's very progressive. You have a black man in the 60s as the protagonist, which is crazy. And I think it has a lot to say socially with what happens at the end. It's such a good movie. I love everything about it. So if you want to hear more exactly what I had to say about it, you can catch it on It's Lace podcast. And we should cover it for this podcast, honestly, eventually.
Yeah.
So
now that you're doing it on It Slays, we have to wait a little while, though.
Yeah. I mean, I could do it and just like vomit everything that I remember. but yeah, we're going to watch the remake.
I was going to say, not to tease an upcoming episode, but I'm excited to see the remake because like a lot
I'm going to watch the original first. Basically. So
I've heard a lot of people love the remake. Like it's considered like a really good like remake, like one of the best.
It's Tom Savini, so I have high hopes.
Yeah, he directs it.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever watched anything he's directed. He's been involved in so many movies I've watched, but I don't think I've ever seen him direct anything. So I'm interested
honestly.
to see that.
So that's all I watched. So I've been doing some reading. Okay, so currently I'm reading Mayfly by C.J. Lead. So Grady Hendrix, who's another big horror author, wrote an apocalyptic Anaheim Psycho. So it's this girl in Hollywood, and she's a serial killer, and you get to see like her double life. It's so good. Like I started it last night, and I can't wait to get into bed and like keep reading it later.
That's awesome.
It's a really good book. I also read Fangs by Sarah Anderson. This is a comic.
I love that cover.
Yeah.
It's so pretty. It's about this couple. The girl is a vampire. The guy's a werewolf. And it's just like, it reminds me of The Crow, the comic, where it's just like little snippets of their like daily love life, but there's puns about her being a vampire and him being a werewolf. It's really cute. Before in the past, I talked about reading The Pumpkin Spice Cafe or something like that. So I read the second book in the series, The Cinnamon Bun Bookstore.
That's awesome.
Apparently it's like Gilmore Girls. I've never seen Gilmore Girls, but it's just like a cozy, like little mystery kind of thing. I need a palate cleanser because I read some fucked up shit. So
understandable.
Yeah. Sometimes you just need a little bit of cozy, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And the last thing I wrote, it's a book of poetry by Halsey, the singer. It's called I Would Leave Me If I Could. And I like her music, especially like her older stuff. So I feel like it's very similar to that. It's kind of like half-baked ideas of what her music like turned out to be. Like some of the songs, like the skeletons of them are in here. I really liked it. I read it in a sitting. I do have trouble with like a lot of modern poetry being like very minimalistic and like cringy, but this is not it. This is really good. That's what I've been up to. Nathan, What have you been up to?
I've been up to a lot. We have not recorded in a long time, but I decided I should talk about 3 explicitly anti-fascist movies.
All right.
That I watched since last time we recorded. First one I watched is Children of Men, which is a rewatch for me. One of my favorite films. It's a sci-fi post-apocalyptic movie. All of the women in the world stopped having babies 18 years ago. There was a fertility crisis, which I guess now that I think about it, that's similar to The Handmaid's Tale, but I think this predates The Handmaid's Tale, actually.
Damn.
Oh.
Well, I know it predates the TV show, but when did the books come out?
Was it in the 80s?
Oh, then it definitely doesn't predate it. Right. Children of Men came out in 2000, I want to say 6.
1985, the year you were born.
That is the year I was born. Yes. Yeah.
Another connection.
This results in an authoritarian government takeover, much like The Handmaid's Tale. The point of the movie is not about misogyny the way it is in The Handmaid's Tale, though. It's not a religious government takeover either. But, the government is very oppressive, especially towards immigrants. My Letterboxd review was something along the lines of the only difference between this movie and modern day is it didn't take a fertility crisis to get us here.
Which is worse?
I think I'd rather live here than in Children of Men, but not by too much. Anyway. It stars Clive Owen and Julianne Moore. The UK stands alone as far as nation states that have not collapsed, which means there's a lot of refugees coming in, which is where you get the crackdown on the immigration and the camps and etc. Clive Owen is tasked for reasons that you should not know until halfway through the movie when they tell you to get a refugee girl from one side of the country to the ocean to catch a boat on the other side of the country. It is often emotionally devastating. A lot of things happen along the way that are very sad and very hard to watch. There is constant sort of terror and awful things going on in the background. Even before the action starts, Clive Owen is just living his life sort of the way a lot of people, including those here, are doing now, as the awful things happen in the background of the movie. But I highly recommend it. It is action-packed. It is emotional. And it's great. Anybody who has any love for any sci-fi post-apocalyptic stuff, I think would enjoy it. The next movie I watched was one that came out last year called One Battle After Another. This was the talk of all movie communities for a long time. It stars Leonardo DiCaprio as a revolutionary, a bomb-throwing leftist revolutionary. And it makes no bones about making him the good guy in the story. He puts away his revolutionary ways for a good 10, 15 years, and then somebody from his past pops up into his life again after spending the last 10, 15 years trying to find Leonardo DiCaprio. And there's a long chase. That is the rest of the movie. This person from his past is after Leonardo DiCaprio's daughter, played by Chase Infinity. This is her first feature-length film. She's going to be a star. She is incredible in this movie. It also stars Sean Penn. Sean Penn is the bad guy. Wow. And it is sometimes hilarious, often extremely tense. It's a Paul Thomas Anderson movie. Paul Thomas Anderson's the same guy who directed Boogie Nights and There Will Be Blood, as well as Punch Drunk Love. He is one of my favorite directors. That's not a unique thing for anybody to say. He's a lot of people's favorite director. Yeah, it's a great movie. Highly recommend it. And then the third one I watched was Casablanca.
Oh.
It was my first time seeing Casablanca.
You know who's in Casablanca, right?
Humphrey Bogart.
Well, besides that, he's an actor we already saw in a movie we did. The Invisible Man, right? Is in Casablanca.
Is he?
Claude Rains.
Oh yes. He's the
Inspector or something. I could be wrong. I haven't seen Casablanca.
Claude Rains is Captain Louis Renault, major character in the movie. He's invisible for most of the Invisible Man, so I didn't. You can't recognize a guy you've never seen, right? Casablanca is one of those movies that you always hear about. Like, it is a legendary movie. Everybody has to see it. It's amazing. And I feel like it kind of puts people off of it, because it is 1942. It's black and white. And when you have that much hype, millions of people saying it's the best movie ever made, it's going to put you off it. And so that's sort of why it took me this long to what are you talking about? How can this be one of the best movies ever made? It's got such a broad appeal. Those people are all right. It's one of the best fucking movies ever made. It is incredible. It's set during World War II. It's kind of American war propaganda, which sounds kind of awful until you realize it's set in World War II. And it's one of the ones where America was fucking right.
One of them.
One of very few. But it's about a guy who owns a bar who fell in love with a girl from France right before the Nazi invaders showed up, and he hasn't seen her since France. And he owns a bar in this weird demilitarized zone in northern Africa, which is also technically French. It's unoccupied France. And it's this weird situation where you have French people and refugees, but then the Nazis also come in and out, but they don't have any actual authority. It's simultaneously a love story and a story about getting one over on the fucking Nazis. And it's great. The love story will make you cry. The getting one over on the Nazis will make you pump your fists. Highly recommend that if you haven't seen it, for real, see it. Even though you know every line already because it's been in pop culture forever. I love Casablanca a lot. It aged wonderfully. It's not slow paced. It's funny. It's funny throughout all the time. It's actually, you were talking about Night of the Living Dead being more progressive than you expected for 68? Mm-hmm. This is much more progressive than I thought of for 1942, which means it's still got some issues in that department, some jokes that are not that funny anymore. I don't know. It felt less sexist than I was sort of expecting it to be. One of the bar owner's best friends is a black man and he's treated as equal. It gives you the illusion for 2 hours that there was a time when America had principles.
God damn.
What's it
like?
And it felt good.
Yeah. You needed a win.
Yeah, exactly. Every now and then, just give us a win, please. It's so hard. But so that's all I've been up to. Be good.
Yes.
Be good.
Be good. Well, if you're interested in seeing any of our Letterboxd scores or seeing what we're watching, we're going to have links in the description below, and also a link to Jill's Goodreads so you can see what books she's been reading of late. That does it for our episode on Poltergeist. We'll be back soon with another episode, and just in time for Valentine's Day, we're going to be celebrating the 25th anniversary of Valentine. Be sure to join us. Have your box of chocolates.
Yeah.
But until then, look for me in the noise.
I like that.